Marco, 28, grew up poor with his sister Rosa. They shared everything: meals, dreams, struggles. They were best friends until Rosa married into wealth. Rosa's wedding changed everything. She married into a wealthy family, designer clothes, luxury cars, a mansion, and slowly she started to forget where she came from. 2 years later, Rosa announced her second wedding, a renewal ceremony. Marco waited for his invitation. It never came. Then, at a family gathering, Rosa said it publicly. "Marco, you're not invited. You'll embarrass us. Your job, your car, your apartment, they're not suitable for our guests." Aunt Lucia joined in. "Look at his old car. He still delivers packages for a living. What will the wealthy guests think?" The laughter felt like knives. Marco didn't go to the wedding. Instead, he sat alone in his apartment, watching the wedding video on social media. His sister celebrating, his family laughing, and him invisible. But Marco didn't let the shame consume him. Silently, without telling anyone, he enrolled in a coding boot camp. Night shifts, delivering packages. Days, studying programming. For 2 years, Marco lived a double life, delivering packages by night, studying code by day. His family thought he was just surviving. He was building his future. His mother, Sophia, noticed. She asked him to just be happy for your sister, but secretly, she slipped money into his coat pocket. She believed in him when no one else did. After 2 years of silent grinding, Marco graduated from the boot camp, top of his class. He landed a junior developer position at a tech startup. His life was beginning to change. Marco walked into the tech office for his first day. No more delivery uniform, no more night shifts. Just him, a computer, and a chance to prove himself. Marco worked harder than anyone. He stayed late. He learned fast. He took on projects no one else wanted, and people noticed. Within a year, Marco was promoted to senior developer. He was leading projects, mentoring junior developers, building features that mattered. His income tripled. Then, the startup got acquired by a major tech company. Marco's stock options suddenly became real money. More money than Rosa had. More money than anyone in his family had ever seen. News of the acquisition spread. Marco's name was in tech publications as one of the key developers, and his family saw it. Rosa saw it. Aunt Lucia saw it. Suddenly, Marco's phone started ringing. "Rosa, congratulations, brother. We should celebrate." Aunt Lucia, "I always knew you had potential." The same people who had mocked him. But the call that mattered came from his mother. "Mijo, I'm so proud of you. Not because of the money, because you never gave up." She had always believed. Marco didn't buy a mansion or luxury cars. Instead, he created a scholarship fund for kids from working-class families who wanted to learn tech skills. He became the mentor he wished he'd had. 6 months later, Rosa showed up at his apartment. No designer clothes, no makeup, just his sister. "Marco, I'm so sorry. I was ashamed of our past. I forgot what really matters." They sat and talked for hours about shame, about family, about what wealth does to people. Rosa cried. Marco listened. The wound was still there, but healing had begun. Marco forgave Rosa, but he didn't forget. "I'll always be your brother," he said, "but I won't be treated as less than. Not by you, not by anyone, not ever again." At the next family gathering, things were different. Aunt Lucia tried to act like she'd always supported him, but Marco just smiled. He didn't need her approval anymore. He had something better: self-respect. Today, Marco runs one of the most successful scholarship programs for underprivileged tech students. He's taught over 500 students. Many of them have stories like his. His net worth exceeds Rosa's by 4 times. But that's not what matters to him. What matters is that he proved something. Your worth was never about their approval. Rosa has changed too. She volunteers at Marco's scholarship program. She tells her story about shame, about class, about learning what really matters. Her redemption is her honesty. Marco's mother, Sofia, watches her children rebuild their relationship. She watches her son change lives, and she knows the money she slipped into his pocket wasn't what saved him. His character did. Marco's story isn't about revenge. It's about something more powerful, becoming the person who doesn't need their approval anymore. That's true freedom. If your family has ever made you feel less than, if you've been excluded because of your job, your income, your life, this story is for you. Your worth is not defined by their judgment.